Rapture was being predicted to happen on that day. Yes, this news came in a little bit late. I don't know if you guys heard. This country is actually in Africa. I'm talking about South Africa. Yes, South Africa is ranked number 1 when it comes to economy in the continent. They're ranked number 1. Your dear country, Nigeria, is actually number 4. Egypt is second, third is Algeria, then Nigeria number 4. But that is not even the issue. Something peculiar happened in South Africa, September 23rd. I don't know if you guys heard it. I didn't even hear it. But this is where I'm going to. South Africa in September 23rd, which just passed some weeks back, Rapture was being predicted to happen on that day. Yes, Rapture. In fact, I even heard that it wasn't just South Africa, but this one is peculiar because this is where I saw it. I didn't even hear. Did you guys hear? Did anybody hear that there was a prediction or a rapture prediction that was supposed to happen September 23rd? Religion. It's crazy. So this video you're about to watch actually happened where the gathering. Now take notes of the kind of people that stood by and was waiting to be raptured. So that is where it is peculiar because, how do you explain it? It is just watch the video. Then we'll talk more when we come back. There you go. This religion thing, I really don't, some people, is it fascinated, carried away, or addicted, or they're not just real? I don't understand. Pastors, read your mind, they dictate to what you need to be thinking at a particular time. Now, these are sets of people, these are all black people right there. Okay, that's why I said you should watch out, for the kind of people you would. Do you think that these people are tired of life, or because I don't see how, if your life is going well, maybe you just had a baby or you just had a breakthrough in your business, or things are working good, your family, everything is fine. Will you want to see a rapture? Will you want to leave all those things and just go and stand and be looking up in the sky, waiting to be raptured? You tell me, because I don't know. This is what religion has actually caused for some people, where they just believe what the pastor is saying and they just run with it. Now, September 23rd was when that happened, right? September 24th, their eyes open, they are still here. Nothing is going on, no rapture. What will the pastor now say? Or maybe God now told him or her, whoever the pastor is, that actually he thought twice. Hey, what are we doing, sir? This is just very, very intriguing. When you see a set of people get carried away so much. I remember, if you guys remember, year 2000, precisely year 2000. I can remember when there was a Y2K thing. How many of you guys remember that? Y2K, everybody was going frenzy. It was the whole world. They were ready that the world was going to end in the year 2000. Everyone was going crazy, selling their houses, selling assets, and doing all sorts, eating their best meal because they felt that would be the last time we ever eat their best meal. It's unbelievable. Year 2000. Now in 2025, another pastor has come out to predict, carry the whole congregation. They stood in the forest, as you can see in that video, looking up to the sky. And at that point, there's this sun. The sun was so much up there, the frame of the sun and whatever you call it was coming down. So maybe, in some people's mind, they think maybe that is the gateway to be raptured. I don't know. This is crazy what people think and how people are being manipulated on a daily basis to fall for. Is it not in the Bible that even Christ himself doesn't know when the last day will be? And I'm sure that might even be, there could be a meaning to that, a deeper meaning to what he said there, that even him does not know when, the last day will be. I'm sure there's a meaning to it because people take it literally, all right, and they just run with it. and the pastor can just come out and say whatever day, and everybody will just go along with it. Okay, so now that that day has passed, what will the pastor now say? Will they still trust him? Or he has been able to manipulate them, they've given him everything. That actually, since they are going to be raptured any minute, okay, take or whatever. Did he actually gain or get what he needed or what he wanted to acquire from the congregation? These people could be so vulnerable. That was what I was asking. Could it be that these folks, because it's particularly black people, is it out of fear or out of the fact that maybe they don't have jobs or maybe there's something bothering them and they just feel, good thing the rapture is coming anyways? Or, how can you explain this, shall I say, phenomenon? Okay? And the funny thing? The funny thing is, this congregation, some churches like that, they are so loyal. Even when they see that the pastor is, messed up, if you put it that way. But you see these people, they are so loyal. They will still go to that church. Big, huge congregation. They will still be following that their loyal is the Lord's anointed. And the pastor will continue to just, he will have something to say to hold, the markets. No, but you know what? Don't judge. Just keep your calm. I'm sure the pastor will do it, because even when they predict and it doesn't work out, there are so many pastors that have predicted elections and it never turned out the way they said it. I have seen it so many times. It's crazy. When they will tell you that the certain president cannot win, there's no way a president can win, and the president turns out to win. They will always have something to say after when the prediction did not come to pass, and they will still hold out the congregation intact. The congregation will still be intact, still believing in that pastor. Many times I've seen it happen, and I'm sure you must have seen it too. All right, regardless of what the pastor has said, you will still have his congregation, and the ball keeps rolling. It's very, very intriguing. I wish we could be that loyal to God himself, if that's the case, not to the pastor. And I think this is why some pastors will come out and tell you, verify anything you hear outside there. Verify to make sure it's authentic. Know what you're doing. There's nothing wrong listening to the word of God and going to church. Absolutely, it's beautiful. Everything is fine. Regarding that. But there are some things, even after church, you sit down again and verify. All right, nobody said anybody's lying, but you verify your facts. Get to really understand what the word is actually saying. Because what will have happened to part of those congregations that have sold their assets or did something terrible? Like somebody going to sell his house now because of that last day. Now finds out that the day has come and gone. How are they going to get their house back? Or their jobs? Or maybe somebody that really doesn't like his job anyway, and that they went to slap the guy and say, after all, how is he going to go back to the job? What are we doing, Seth? Let me get your comments on this one, because is there something I'm missing here, or what's really going on? This happened in South Africa. Has it happened in your area before? Which pastor has told you something that you just ran with it, and later you now find out that it was actually just talk? Now wow, religion is crazy. All right. Well, I just want to drop that let you guys see that, and let me get your comments. What do you think about that? And who do you need to trust? Your pastor more than the Bible itself, or vice versa? Or you should trust yourself more, and research and all of that? Is it just because you think that your pastor is divinely given to you? He's anointed. Does that make you less anointed to not find out the truth? Let me know in your comments if there's something that we're missing here. Because the way it is in 2025, for that to happen, then it means that there's something going on out there, and everybody just go along with the crowd, whatever anybody says. If you're a leader and all that, how you lead your country, it will reflect on the people that you are being led. What do you say there? Is it ignorance? Is it being vulnerable? Is it not? What do you think? Let me know in your comments. This is just something that sometimes, you ask yourself, what are you doing, Seth? All right, talk to you folks again. Bye-bye.
What are we doing, Seth?